Alright, and welcome back to Drinking with Daggerfall. At least that's what I'm going to start calling it now. I have to turn my volume down. You guys' will be fine, but mine needs to be dropped. It's a little bit way too up there in my headphones. Sorry about that. I haven't even clicked on the live yet, so all you guys have gotten so far is just music. We are at the title screen. Should be seeing it now. There we go. Turnip. A lovely character. Quick save was at 1939. 39.8? That's 28 days in. Okay, yeah. No, that's the one we want. Them graphics. Oh, man. I hope you are all having a good Memorial Day weekend. The drinking has just begun. Alright, let's see. Who are we? We're Turnip, the Lost, High Elf, with metagamey stats. If I can remember how they work, how do I get to those? We have previously been told we were on a mission by the Emperor to investigate Lysandus' ghost. A minor matter of a letter. The Lady Brisanna, we met her in a tavern. She told us that we should go talk to the royal families about Lysandus' ghost. He's the guy that screams, "Vengeance!" quite often. And we even had a problem with him coming out during the daytime, which we had to use the console to fix. So then we met with Lady Brisanna in a tavern room, and she told us that there were 3 major powers, and we should speak to the royal families in each fiefdom. And then we actually did get a letter from the Princess of Wayrest. Cannot remove. I want to use it. Okay. My eyes and ears abroad say that you are interested in the fate of a certain letter. An emperor should not be so careless, nor should a queen. Should really come visit me in Castle Wayrest. Yeah, we got that letter. And the Cartographer's Guild letter that we're not going to be worrying about. Ooh. I did just use a potion by complete accident. It was a potion of shadow form. So hopefully that doesn't get me smacked by any of these guys. Nope. Alright, we're fine. Did we train the last time? How much money do we have? Gold. We have 2,049 gold pieces. Hello. Train me. Alright, we've already trained today. Fantastic. Are we on a mission from you? I doubt it. Oh no, we're gonna go to Wayrest. That's what I want to do. Okay, good. I thought there was gonna be some lovely wraiths to meet us, as there usually are. There's no path here to follow in that direction. Oh yeah, we've got like an auto walk thing here. Cool, see if I remember all these buttons here. Ooh, that's the rest button. Z. Okay. A little backwards, but alright. And then backspace brings up that menu. I'd like to change it to caps lock, actually. Caps lock doesn't appear to be doing anything. So let's see if I can change that keybind. Backspace. now you are... Oh, not what ship. Caps lock. Thank you. Continue. Oh, and we'll drop a good save. Yes. And then caps lock. We'll open up this. We can select a spell. I don't have to, you know, slide across the dang keyboard just to select spells. Alright, and then I believe it's V? Yeah, V is traveling. And then I need to find Wayrest. Is that here in Daggerfall? No. I don't actually know where Wayrest is. This is the first time I've ever played this game, so if anyone is wondering... Of course, there's no one here right now, but there will be. At least I should hope so. Wayrest, cool. Find Wayrest. Here we go. Yes. Trip cost is quite a bit of money. Travel time's 104 days. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, we could travel by ship. And it only takes 28 days versus 104. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that, even though it's 200 gold more expensive. Still, a fair amount. That's like 3 weeks of travel time. Which is not ideal. What's up, dude? There's people outside. Oh yeah, we wanted to buy a horse and it's 3,000 gold. And we just spent 600 of that to get here. Alright. I imagine that is the castle. So we'll just try and climb this wall here. There we go. I'm not walking around that. Hope everyone enjoys the lovely music of this game. I think it is very soothing. Smack my face on the sunflowers. Pop, pop, pop. What's up, dude? Where's the castle? That's gotta be it. Castle Wayrest. Do some swim, get that swimming skill up. I know that we do have swimming as a minor skill, and so it just makes sense. Do some jumping, get some good jump skill. Two-way rest, alright. Yeah, this is definitely a castle. A child. Big doors. Sup, my broskies? I don't want to do that. Hello. Goodbye. I do not care. Queen Baron Zaya. Princess Morgai, you're the one I want to talk to. I hate your crown, and I hated collecting it in Skyrim. And I don't like you. There's books about you, though. Sup, you're trying to track down that letter of the Emperor, yes? Mm-hmm. There are a few scandals with the Bay in which I'm totally ignorant. I can give you some information, but nothing is without a price. That I know well. You need a champion who doesn't fear the fire of oblivion. Yeah, I guess I fear. But not that much. That's a relief. Do not ask any questions. Give this letter to a certain high-level sorcerer at the Necromancer's Crypt. Avoid the rift if you see it. You've gone too far. Skorg Barrow in the Dragontail Mountains. You're sending me to the... Is King of Worms gonna be there? They'll not be expecting you, and this will not wait for any introductions. The Necromancers feel that death is a reward for the living, not a punishment. Once you have delivered the letter, they would feel no need to guarantee your safety. It is their way. I need the letter delivered, and a response from the King of Worms. Yeah, it's the King of Worms. In my hand 1 month from now, at the absolute latest. The risks are very high, Turnip. Please do not fail. Skorg Barrow. Hi. I'm gonna die. Probably. Do I have carry space? No. I need to sell these things. Lever fur. Yeah. let's sell some stuff before we leave Wayrest. Sup? Tell me where the nearest pawn shop is. Yeah. Tell me, put it on the map. Put it on the map. Tell me where it is. There you go. Was that so hard? Jeez. Alright, okay. So we'll try and... Gosh, I want a horse so bad. I am so slow. Wish I could, like, magically craft a horse. I'm able to do that with just about anything else. This is a very pretty city with not a whole lot going on. Ooh, a town crier. I wouldn't imagine a shop would have you go, yeah. Town square? There's gotta be shops on town square. That just makes sense. It's not looking... Tell me... Devil's Giant. It's a tavern. The Emperor's Retail Store. You know what, that sounds like a clothing store. I kind of have clothing. General store. Yes. That do be what I need. Shop set out in practical, straightforward manner. What's up, dude? Take my short shirt. And the magical loincloth that I'm never gonna use. And sure, that too. Keeping the Abbot Dagger. Thanks. I just made back the money that I spent to get here. No one. He doesn't want that. Okay. This one want it? Sundries. Hello, please. Take. He doesn't want it either. How much money do I have? 2,200. Is that enough for a horse? Please tell me it's enough for a horse. 3,000 gold. Always 3,000 gold, my dude. It's always 3,000 gold. Why can't you just, you know, give it to me for less than 3,000? Of course, he would charge me 3,000 if he wasn't overpricing it, but he is, so. Okay. So, I want to know where I can find armorers. Thanks for telling me exactly where I want to know. Thanks. And thanks. You are very welcome. Champion used gear behind me. This F3 thing that one guy showed me was actually really, really useful. I turned the wrong way, didn't I? Okay, open the map and actually look. Right there. There we go. This way. No, I don't want to talk to you. Champion use gear, there it is. Hello. I wish I could just steal you like I can in Skyrim. All these horses making fun of me. Yes, you take the things that I don't want. Cool. Bye, bro. broski. Oh, now we have 2,300 gold. Fantastic. Let's Dragon Tail Mountain. Rothgary Mountains? No, he said Dragon Tail. Yes. And then we're looking for Skurg Barrow. Yes. I can't even see it on the map. Travel time and cost by ship or by foot? By foot. 20 days. Oh man. This isn't good. No, I'm not gonna save. I'm not going to. Because saving is probably what's gonna get me killed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. The doors are already opening. I love it. Oh, alright then. It gave us levitation. Oh, shoot! That's... no thanks, my dude. I'm gonna use some arcane arrow. Congratulations, you are now being shot with arcane arrow. Please go down. I think we've learned that these guys can't be hit with anything less than this. Ouch. My dude. Okay. Well, it's okay anyways, because... yes. Because, we didn't have a really good travel time. And she needs it in less than a month, so... that trip taking us 20 days is probably a good telltale sign that we should try again. Hello there. And... okay, yeah, now we need to talk to the girl here. Or do I? Oh no, we're still in Daggerfall. Okay, so we need to... do we have time? Because I need to level up a little bit before I even try. I believe we have time. And we don't need to... we don't need to travel there quite so early. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have a time limit on this one. So I think I'm totally fine in just going and getting some quests that are easy from the Fighters Guild and leveling up a little bit before we even try that, because we are very, very weak individuals right now. I believe it's F5 to see my stats? Yes. Level 3. Okay, I at least want to be level 5, I think. And... sure, let's do an unwanted house guest. For 503 gold? Yes. Slay the animal. Does some full lift back door open? Yeah. It's at the Hawkton residence in the Buckingsmith Plantation. Sorry if the keys are a little loud, but we are going. And yeah, 4 days travel time. We have 16 days. We're totally fine. But no, that first travel took us 20 days just to get to that location. We need like a horse so that we can actually get somewhere within a reasonable amount of time. Wow, this is a pretty small town. I'm gonna assume it's the one and only house. Just a guess. Yeah. The Hoxton residence. Here we go. Irritated voice says, "It's open." Sup? Well, Matt, yeah, you're the one person that wants the thing removed from their house, aren't you? Haven't noticed anything. Just there's a bear. Gotcha. Caps lock. I love, but I changed it. Grizzly bear's dead. Cool. And the body has no treasure. Let us move on. I just walked into a wall. That's what you get with drinking with Daggerfall. Alright, and now we can travel back. Find Dagger. Oh well. Daggerfall, hello. And hello from inside of the bottle. Put the weapon away, we're in town. Ah, yes, my favorite informant. Hello, Master Ham. What a name. To be just walking around town with a name like Master Ham. Don't see that very often nowadays. Once knew a kid, his name was Death Rage. Some sort of like weird British hand-me-down name. But, you know. The amount of names that you will see on people's shirts whenever you're surrounded by people who have their names on shirts. They typically in the military, you know, that's like a thing. Is a lot of people have their last name on their shirt. And yeah, it's over here. I passed it. Yeah, one kid's name was Death Rage. Another one was Lick Up. Like instead of look up, it's a lick up. I believe he was some sort of like Polynesian or one of those small outlying islands. Not Samoan, but joined to get his, what do you call it? Citizenship. And that was one thing he did. Poor fella. He had a heat injury halfway through and didn't make it through training. Nobody knew what to do, and they all just kind of stood around him. Thank you for the money. Let's go again. Actually, let's go train. It's dark out. Training. Blunt weapon. Thanks. It's like half the money I just used. Until fully healed, and then we'll see what time it is. Alright, what time is it? Pray tell. 2 a.m. We're gonna wait until morning. Because I don't fancy meeting the wraiths again and having to turn on the console. It is such a pain. Alright, let's go walk into the wall. Let's go get another quest. If you'd like to recommend a quest, totally up for taking whatever quest you guys want. We have the quest pack 1 and 2. The 7th. The 7th quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lord Govar quest part 1. Is that what you wanted? One more down. Pack of giants. I can't handle a pack of giants. I couldn't even handle 2 zombies. Then the 7th. Okay, well, let's see what it is first. You have an important mission that will require the utmost discretion. Okay, so we're a delivery boy, it sounds like. Ultramind's in grave danger, needs an escort. Well, kind of a delivery boy. We're delivering a person. 10 o'clock tonight at the Moorston residence. She'll tell you more when you arrive. I'd come with you, but since I'm known as her friend, I might lead her enemies to watch her. Oh, it's this. I've heard of this quest. I think we can do this one. I think so. Yeah, this will be fine. We'll have to wait till 10 tonight and go to the Moorston residence, but that'll be dangerous because King Lysandus will be outside. So we're just gonna go find the Moorston residence first. Location of Moorston residence. Thanks. You will tell me where it is, or I'll just spam you with. Please tell me where it is. Haven't got a clue. Well, you were absolutely useless. King Smith? Not even a Smith. Sup, Moorhouse? You have to know where the Moorhouse residence is. It's in your name, Moorston. Well, you know, they're like your neighbor, I guess. And there we go. You told me where it is. Fantastic. They're your neighbors. You should have known better. You do not look like your picture at all. In fact, you look terrifying right here because of those teeth and the lack of eyelids or eyebrows. My bad. Eyebrows, not eyelids. And one long collarbone. But hey, this looks normal. That does not. Moorston residence. Where is it? And we could just wait outside the door. Yeah, we could just wait outside their door until 10 p.m. and then go inside. That's what they want us to do, right? Logs. Exactly. We'll wait outside until 10, and then we'll go inside. Not dealing with the ghost of Lysandus. I guess I could train this while I'm walking. There we go. Alright. Moorston residence. Hello. Sucks that I waited all day. Daggerfall mail. Yeah, I wish. I wish I had a horse. Or a wagon, that'd be perfectly fine too. But I don't know if you can have a wagon without a horse. It's passed it again. Man, I am just not good at this. It's okay though. I imagine the way that we would make... Oh, doctors, pawnbrokers. You became a doctor and then opened a pawn shop. I don't want to know how you fell down that rabbit hole. As I get further down the bottle, and if anyone's wondering what I'm drinking, it's one of those summer ales from the Samuel Adams party box thingy. I believe the one currently is Lemon Radler. It's their Porch Rocker series. So, and it's pretty good. I highly recommend it. It's got that good flavoring that you want. I passed it again, didn't I? Oh, by a long shot. Now, if we go straight down, we'll see it. This is what happens when you drink and play a game you've never played before. See, if I was playing Oblivion, which was the first game I ever played in the series, it's not... I wouldn't say it's my favorite game in the series, which is out of the ordinary, I would say. You know, if you played Skyrim first, that's your favorite game in the series. If you played Morrowind first, that's your favorite game in the series. A small child of indeterminate gender hands you a note, runs away. Ah, I've seen those in real life. you know, the ones where you're at like a JCPenney and there's a child behind you or in front of you at the checkout, and you've got nothing better to do, and you're already like not in a good mood, because where they put their checkout centers in the JCPenney area is where there is 0 to negative airflow, and so there's no airflow, and sometimes the employees have like a little fan on their desk, but for the most part, there's just an awful lacking of airflow, and you just see a child, and you're like, is that... Like, you just play a game with yourself. You're like, is that a boy child, a girl child, or something in between? And you're just like, I don't know. And then you ask the person standing next to you, like, do you want to play a game with me? It's nothing bad. It's not like you're trying to, like, be mean. It's just you don't know. And it's not your, you know, your, what you call it? It's not your, like, right, I guess, to ask, because it's a child. That's just mean. You don't do that to a child. And so you're just indeterminable. But that's what this reminds me of, is JCPenney checkout lines and children. Alright, what's the letter you handed me, small child? Oh, I'm in the middle of wandering around, drinking and forgetting where I am. Letter is extremely urgent. And DeWeer Yomston. Hello, friend that just joined us. Dear Turnip the Hungry. Yes, that's my name. I am Turnip the Hungry. I was named after food because I didn't have any. Change of plans. Agrowear Greyheart has had to leave town quickly and asked me to meet you in the Dwarf and Priest. You know, that makes more sense. Because this is Daggerfall's castle town, and if I was to wait outside, like just loiter around until 10 p.m., the ghost of Lysandus would literally stab me in the back. A child asked me one time if I was a boy or girl. Yeah. Well, I think that's like a compliment in a way. It means you've done such a good job in, you know, your styling of your clothing that, you know, you're confusing people and having them ask you, because then they want to know where you got those clothes. Dwarf Priest. Alright. And I just wandered, you know, looking for the Moorston residence. Remind you, I was looking for this stupid little house right here. I went from the Fighters Guild, walked all the way down here to the Mages Guild, because I thought I was heading here, and I was even using the thing that, you know, if you look in the top of the screen, if I click on a house, it tells me what it is, and 90% of these are residences, but the streets are built like, you know, a medieval town, and so they're all over the place. Some things aren't even residences. Like, this could be a tavern and nobody would know, because people just built however they wanted. And I went from the Fighters Guild down to the Mages Guild, then back up to the Thirsty Muskrat, then over here to whatever this was. Then I went over to the King's Hawk Shop, and I'm still not there, because I ended up over here now at the Thirsty Muskrat for the second time in a row. I'm not even in a full bottle at this point, and I have a second one sitting next to it, so this is going to be a great day for Daggerfall. Hopefully nobody is going to be annoyed with that, because it's just going to be wandering story time with Turnip the Hungry. And he wants us to meet in the Dragon something another. It's a tavern, so it's going to be one of these green ones. And I don't have it discovered, I don't think. No, so we gotta ask people for it. Oh, hello. You must know Copper Heart. That is a face only a mother could love. I wonder why the digital artist removed eyebrows on blonde people. Like, they're just non-existent. I'm trying to, you know, not keep the... So, that's why my mouse is pointed at her chest, is because otherwise, if it's pointed at her face, you're not gonna be able to see her face. Sorry, but that's just how this game was made. But yeah, if you look at her face, she's missing her eyebrows, and it's terrifying. I don't like it. Also, we could play chess on your apron, and it would be a great game of chess. Dragon. The Dwarf and Priest, not Dragon. Yeah, you know where the dwarf is. Cool. Tell me. I'm gonna spam you with, do you know where the Dwarven Priest is? Yeah, it's somewhere on your map. Here you go. Yeah, no, here's what I'm looking for. This right here. If I see the parentheses, I know that they pointed it out on a map. And that means I can just press M and then go and look to see where it is, and boom. It was the one that we walked by. So I need to turn, and I'm gonna turn like a little bit to the right. I'm looking for that arrow to be pointing there. Basically that way. And put it in F3 mode so we can click on houses again. And let's see if I can get there on the first try. Probably not gonna happen though. Doop de doop de doo. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all enjoying your time. I'm sorry I didn't even show you, but even on statues, people have eyebrows. The statues have eyebrows. But blonde people don't deserve them, so they don't get them. Sorry, it's just the way it is. I mean, here's the same, model, but no eyebrows. And baring her teeth at me. It's terrifying. Ooh, yikes, our person is about to pass out. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see that our 3 bars are not doing so well. Our health is fine, but the one in the middle is stamina, and it's lacking. Oh, we got really close. It's right there. It's that really big building. Fantastic. And we can just chill out here. I would buy a house or rent a... Oh, okay. So see, I'm playing Daggerfall Unity, and what that means is that I have updated character models and updated graphics, and they look surprisingly nice, compared to this man. You can count the pixels, but on her, no. It's like it's hand painted. There are still pixels, but they're very small. So this is a issue with my modding abilities. It just means that I messed up and I didn't install all of the mod characters. But no, I'm not going to be renting a room from you because that's expensive. And I could just loiter here legally. But I do need to replenish my stamina, so technically yes, just one day. 4 gold pieces. That's not bad. Rest until fully healed. The running skill has improved. I swam. I did magic. I fought things. I sold things, and my running skill improved. I suppose I did do a lot of running. It's a really nice painting. I'm not entirely sure. I know this is a theme picture from Daggerfall, from the Elder Scrolls Online. That much I do know. And I only know that because of the trailers in the game. I haven't actually played the Elder Scrolls Online. I would love to, though. Oh. And if Cougar was here, he would steal those boots. Immediately. Just without a hesitation. What time is it? 1946. Okay, so we have... Man, I gotta do math. We've gotta be here at 10. So... 19... I need to get to 22. 3? 3 hours. Yes. 22:47. Well, that's a little late, but we slept in. Now we just gotta find the woman in green. The only reason I know it's the woman in green is because it's always a woman in green. It's always the quest person. It's not you. Oh, nope. I do not want to be outside. It's Daggerfall City, and that would be a death sentence. Door? Daggerfall. Door. You're not who I was looking for, I'm sorry. We'll just... Yeah, joyful music. This is a tavern, so... Oh. I don't want to look through that chest because that would be stealing, and I'll immediately be caught by the guards. I'm looking for a door with a lady in green. Yeah, tavern music. It's in my headphones. It's actually extremely loud, but for you guys, probably not. I'm in the correct location. Yeah, it's not you. Who does it want me to see? Elaine Garesmith. Garesmith, Gerhardt. You know, they're probably brother and sister. Elaine Coppersley. No. I bet she's upstairs in a room. It is 22:46. 7? 8 at this point, probably. Oh, don't tell me she's upstairs, like here. That'd be annoying. No. Love to, but I won't. I don't know how stealing works in this game, and I've been caught every single time I tried, even if I was sneaking. I do love the music in this game, though. It is, at a lot of points, very joyful and very soothing. Other points, it's, you know, just so well put together. It is 23. Yeah, it's the same day. Did they want to meet me on a different day? Because they had to move it to? At 10. Is in danger from powerful minis. Yes, I know, but she told me that she was going to be here instead of the Moorston residence. And it's too late to go anywhere else. And it's not you. I'm just going to leave the door open so I can actually do all of my checks. Okay, she's not in that closet. You're not who I'm looking for. Oof. There's a hog heart. Close, but no cigar. Copperfield. Oh! You're looking for something to do. I could test your memory with a fable of sort. Oh! Pay you for if you answer it all right. Will you give it a try? Yeah! Alright. She's gonna do a little trivia quiz with us. This happens sometimes. Well then, here goes. Oh, wall of text. Hello. Jeez. The great prince, Bedang Kinghart, called forth his Nord servant who bore a recently washed longsword to practice fencing. An Argonian who stood them, an Argonian who saw them stood by to admire their expertise. He wished to be so skilled at long blades. Yeah, but he knew to wield knives. Hey, it's like Cougar. The Argonian went to the Temple of Akatosh to pursue training with a katana. That's a long blade. He had purchased from a pawnbroker, but his belief in arcade was an abomination to them. That's where I'm going to stop you right there. Argonians don't believe in the 9 divines, but good try. And he was rejected. He left 200 gold in their coffers to try to change their mind. So, like, bribe? But you're... Okay. But the demeanors stayed harsh as ever. Yeah, no, because Argonians are typically slaves. In despair at the treatment he received, the Argonian returned to the field where he saw the prince Bedang Kinghart practicing and found him laying in the grass with a severe wound. He leapt over the fence to bandage up the wounded man. Okay, so he's bandaging the noble. The Nord, who was fighting him, came out from hiding and stabbed the Argonian with a poisoned claymore. What? Nestling... Oh. I skipped. Yeah, you know. Nestling the pommel in the prince's palm. Oh. So essentially stabbing the would-be slave with a claymore, making it look like the Argonian was fighting all along the noble, and the Argonian then, being stuck there, making it look like, yeah. He then took the Argonian's paralyzed hand and placed a poisoned Tanto in it, having framed the lizard. Of course he did. He took the prince's inheritance and rode off to his own country. No, he left 200 gold. The Argonian was rejected from the Temple of Arcade. No, he was a follower of Arcade. The Nord stabbed the Argonian with a poisoned claymore. Yeah, I did. The prince was practicing jousting with the Nord. No, it was fencing. The Argonian would have used bandages to help the wounded prince. It didn't say. It just said he leapt over the fence. No. It's a good one, isn't it? Where's my money? Did you give me money? Where's my money? You said there would be a reward. Oh, I hate people like you, but that was fun. Something that one of the mods adds is that lovely interaction that we just had. Sometimes you can just have it with random NPCs. They're like, hey, you want to do a trivia quiz? Yeah, do you think the king of... why would you want to meet him? Like me to meet him for money. He is real, yes, but he would not be willing to meet you for money. I mean, well, he loves money and power, but he would also kill you, so yeah, sure. I told my buddies that would happen. By the frozen waste, I'm excited. I got 700 gold here for you when you meet him. They say the place is called Skark Barrow in the Dragontail Mountains. I can't believe I'm gonna meet the King of Worms face to face. Boy, howdy. You're gonna die. You do know how to get there. If not, you want to ask some people around town? Maybe one of them's gonna know. I sure don't. I know where to go. But he considers death a reward. Oh, this poor individual. You're not the person I was looking for. I'm gonna fail this quest. Entirely, because I think it's broken. Because... what's her name, is not here. I believe it didn't update the... not you. It didn't update this quest to say that she was at this place. So maybe I need to reread this? Yes. I reread it. Cool. So she should be here. We'll wait for 1 hour. That's too many hours, actually, but, you know. I don't know where she's supposed to be, and it's already midnight 20, so we're well past, and I feel really bad because this is like, you know, the Fighters Guild Master's sister or cousin, and she's not where she said she would be. So maybe she's still at the Moorston residence, and I need to turn on God mode to run over there because I'm not fighting 5,000 wraiths. Alright, let's see how this goes then. Thief just died. A thief? Let's see if we can run to the Moorston residence without dying. There it is. Okay, it's right there. Sprint? Is he outside? Is he gonna scream vengeance? Who knows? I mean, a thief died, so it is entirely possible. You gotta find that Moorston residence. You're too far away. Yeah, I know. It's not gonna stop me though. Vengeance! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't know where they are, but they're ghosts. Such joyful music to die to. And we're just, you know, we're bringing along this random dude that wanted to see the King of Worms. So, I mean, he may get his wish really, really fast. I don't know if you guys could hear the ghost moaning vengeance in the background, but it is terrifying. Hit the F2 key. Okay, inside. Come in. Yes, please. It's not you. Oh. Dead body. Oh, please don't tell me that was supposed to be her. I mean, it didn't even look like her sprite, so I doubt it. No one up here. I imagine that was the thief that died, though. He tried to break into this house and then kaput. Dead thief. You're not who I want. What is it? Yeah. You know, I don't know. I need to find a door that I haven't opened yet. Coat closet with nothing to it, really. Touch. Boing. I do not see my charge. Where is she? I don't want to loiter here for 24 hours. Well, if I have to. You can only loiter for 3 hours at a time. I figured, but I wanted to try. Why won't you let me loiter for more than 3 hours at a time? I have to do this how many? 8 times. 8 times to make it 24 hours. You know what? It should be daytime now. It's not. We'll try again. This is such a long process to do this, but it's the only way to do it because I set the limit to 3 hours like a dum-dum. Okay, it should be daytime. No vengeance? It's illegal to camp in the city. Okay. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, we will loiter outside. Vengeance! Yeah, we'll go right inside. Don't you worry, my dude. Alright, it is 19:07. So if we loiter for 3 hours, Lady in Grain will be here. That's the rules. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. That's her. Sup? Oh, you're not green. Well, I mean, mustard. You're Turnip the Hungry. He described you well. I'm Elaine Garesmith. We must proceed to the Sentinel at once. Sentinel? That's so far away. The Queen Akarithi would give much to stop us. Thanks. Elaine Garesmith gasps, and you turn to see a feathered shaft protruded from her chest. As she sinks to her knees, she slips a letter in your hand and murmurs, Kavar is a traitor to Sentinel. You must get this to Queen Akarithi. She's dead! Was she supposed to die? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but Sentinel is so far away. 125. Can I go by ship? I mean, I kind of have to, but because, you know, we gotta cross a lake, or, you know, the ocean. Alright, first time in Sentinel. It's a wonderful town. Sentinel is a desert. Oh no! I wasn't ready for that. Please, no. I don't have money. Oh, I don't have anything. Please don't kill me. I'm here. I'm running away. You can't stop me. Oop, dodge magic. Mage just died. That means loot. Alright. I did change. Oh. Hey now. Arcane arrow. These guys are well equipped and I'm not. Please die. I will sprint away from you if I have to. I've got blunt skill. Not very good, but I've got blunt skill. Can I drink this? No. There we go. Ooh, ouch. Magic user out of magic. Die, magic user. Please tell me you have a health potion. I wish there were health potions in this game. I think there are, but I don't have any. I mean, there has to be, right? Oh, mage dead. Yes. One down. Hey, Core. Sup, broski? Ow, ow, ow. 3 gold pieces. Wow. I can sell those. I'm not doing so good. My health is gone. Free loot, though. Oh, I died. Oh, that's not good. I didn't save. Oh, when was my last save? Oh, when was it? Oh, no. Oh, I should save more often. It's okay. The majority of that time was spent waiting for the lady to actually show up. But now we're prepared. Alright, time for bottle number 2. What a really, like, joyful little pack that I got. It's, again, it's the Samuel Adams Porch Rocker pack. And it's very nice. Yep, we'll do the Lord Kavar quest part 1. Actually, yeah, we know what to do. I'm going to the Mooreston residence, so I'm not falling for it this time. Okay. And I need to ask somebody where it is. Please tell me where the Mooreston residence is. Oh, it's the Garrowing residence now, is it? You told me where it is. Thank you. You look very, very angry, and you are also missing your eyebrows. Nice beard, though. The Garrowing residence. Where is it? I can't read. It's all the way down here. South. I wish we had enough money to buy a horse. You know, we'd move a lot quicker. We wouldn't be getting running skill points. So we'd lose that, but we would gain speed. And then we could actually, like, get a cart. I don't know if you can pull a cart without... Hello? You are animated. But, like, unique. Hello. Well met, stranger. Yeah, I don't know who you are. Tell me about yourself? Can you do that? No? Okay. Alright. Bye. You're very cool looking. Everyone else, you know, they look the same. You know, there's this guy and that guy, and they're wearing the same clothes. Probably actually the same sprite, walking right next to each other. But that dude... Oh, I still need to get rid of this. Daggerfall mail. Can I sell here? Or is this, like, actually the mail? Like the post office? Ah. You got stuff on the floor, guy. Sell. Please take all this garbage. I don't want it. You can have that too. Take the 406 gold and tell everyone you cheated me. I will. You got stuff on the floor. Goodbye. And gold has a weight in this game, so most of that is gold weight. And we have 2,400. I wish that I had the money in this game, but I don't. 3,000 is how much you need to purchase a horse. So we're really close. Basically, this quest should pay us enough to go buy a horse. And then I'm not sure if you can hear my dog in the background. I'm not sure if we'll have enough money to then purchase a... Why are there thieves? Why are there thieves dying? Oh, it's probably there was one in here. This looks like the same house. No. It was this one, isn't it? Nope. Bark! Yeah, in this game, I'm actually a house for sale. I'm not gonna be buying a house in this game. I'm here to beat the game and then just say that I've been able to beat it. Like, that is all I'm here for. If anyone thinks I'm gonna be buying a house or a boat, you're out of your mind. I barely have enough money to buy a horse. Would love to be able to buy a horse. That's all I want. Alright, we're gonna rest up here. You've not rented a room here. I can rent a room here? Can I rent a room? No. I mean, I could kill you and then sleep in your bed, but... the jail system in this game does not work the same as all the other games. So we're just gonna loiter for 3 hours, and hopefully then it'll be 10 at night. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. You know, that only works if you have whiskey for your horses. I made my own joke. 20:39. Okay, we need to wait an hour after we run around in circles for a little bit. Actually, I can do some magic while I wait. Caps lock? Yes, please, thank you. Cool. Open door. We've got a floating candle in front of our face because that is the spell. The spell is called Candle. You know, regular Daggerfall, as I was saying earlier, does not have pretty shadows like that. Does not have gorgeous fire. Does not have lack of pixels. It has all of the pixels in your face, and you'll be able to tell immediately that you're playing a really old game. But with this, you know, it just kind of gives that like indie game feel because of the Daggerfall Unity. Although everyone is missing their flippin' eyebrows. Everyone's missing eyebrows except for the statues. The statues have been given a privilege to wear eyebrows. I wonder if I climb this ladder like over and over and over again, if it will then give me a climbing skill. That'd be insane. Alright. Please tell me it is 20:55. You know, that's close enough. We will wait. And we'll wait. And we'll wait. Run around in circles. I want it to at least say, you know, 21 like 01 or something. Because we have to be here at 10, and if I wait, and it's 20:55, and it puts us at 21:55, and not 22 like 01, then I don't think the person will actually like spawn. So I think this is a good way to like get your running skill up too, and jumping, and climbing, which is something they didn't add to any of the other games, is if you run at a wall, and you're looking at the wall, you can actually climb the wall. Like we're climbing right now, like a little spider. It's really helpful for getting away from like people that want to hurt you and they can't fly. Or if you can't fly and you need to get like up a big wall in a dungeon, like that's something you can do. But oh, finally. Okay, now we can wait for 1 hour. Just gonna chill up here and play some cards, I guess. Alright, we finished loitering. She's not up here. She is right there. Sup, Yomtum? You're Turnip the Hungry. He said you'd be here. Fantastic. Let's go. Damn. Alright, well we're doing a quick save here. Oh, that's bad. Oh, she never stood a chance. I didn't even know. You know, I imagine that if she doesn't die here, that she dies in Sentinel. Yikes. Quit hitting me. Where's the... Oh no, vengeance? My dudes, it's vengeance time. Why are you outside? Tavern. I need a tavern. I need a tavern so bad. Tavern, please. Retail store. That's not what I want. I need a tavern. Okay, is there a tavern on this street? Nowhere near a tavern. There's a tavern all the way the heck over there. Run! Okay, if you didn't see that, that is a ghost, and it's gonna kill me in one shot. No questions asked. One shot, I die, it's over. So I cannot stop sprinting, or I will die. Because that is a shade of Lysandus' army. And I'm not even equipped to fight zombies. Alright, I've got to be getting close, right? straight. How close is it? I have no idea. I just completely screwed up. My jump was so bad. Okay, the vintage elixirs. Fox and Bird. This is the one. That was terrifying. Being chased by ghosts. No fun for me. One night, please. Rest until fully healed. Hopefully the thieves don't come in here and try to kill me. Because I have a lot. Shoot, they do. Yikes. Hey, there's a naked lady in my room. Please don't. Oh. I will pay for meddling. I bet I would. Hey, there's a candle. Oh, hey, there's a second one of you. There's a naked lady just sitting in the corner. Ah! Okay, give me minor shock. Die already. Okay, you're hurting me. I'm gonna leave now. I wanted to rest here, guys. We're just gonna travel to Sentinel. Fine. Sentinel. Take me to Sentinel, please. Player control journey. No thanks. No thanks, please. No thanks. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. Player controlled journey. Fast travel, please. I don't want a player controlled journey. So this is a mod that's installed that comes with the Dream mod. Oh. And what it does is it allows you So what the mod does is it takes your actual character, like, in speed. And this is what would not happen. This would not happen. This whole thing with the loading screen, and it immediately sends me to Sentinel. Yeah, this would not happen. Okay, how many? Okay, I can't take any of you. Bye. Sorry. Oh, no, I can. I don't want candles. It's midday. I want Arcane Arrow. Thank you. Shoot. Die. I've hit you with so many spells. Please, just a small child of Turnip. Please no. Why'd the child bring me the note now? I'm in Sentinel. I'm delivering the letter already. She died. I didn't quick save, did I? No, I did. I'm sure I did. I had to have. Doesn't matter. That thing is the castle, and I'm running to it. I can't survive that fight. There's too many. So we have to run. We'll collect the loot later, because the guards will kill them. But, oh my. We can't survive that. And I accidentally casted a candle, so it's midday, and we have a candle now. Based on the sun. Oh, and this backdrop is original Daggerfall. I, for some reason, can't get mine to work. My skyboxes are all broken, and so you get to see this lovely pixel mess next to all these beautifully handcrafted graphics. Absolutely disgusting. I'm so sorry. Because beautiful grass, beautiful rocks, lovely textures, and then pixel. That rock has more pixels than the sky. And it just, I feel so bad every time. Lord Vosek. Who am I supposed to give this letter to? Queen Akarithi. Oh, is she like through a door or something? Am I allowed to go in here? You know, I'm gonna, just to be sure. Guard by the door intones in a bored voice. All those having business with Queen Akarithi pass through the door at the back of the hall on the right-hand side. Not through here? At the back of the hall on the right-hand side. So this door. You're serious? Okay. It doesn't feel right, but alright. Is this Queen Icarthy? I highly doubt it. No. Excuse me, Hal, do you have some time to talk? I'm feeling miserable and want to get something off my chest. Sure. Sure, naked lady. It's quite kind of you. Most people are too self-absorbed to recognize when someone's suffering. I mean, you're probably a concubine, so your life is suffering. Bet you're one of the better ones. Not too many folks like that nowadays. I mean, look at me. I'm here in this dump for 21 years. Oh, you've been a concubine for 21 years. Oh my god. Yeah, you've been put into this role. You wouldn't even believe how it started. I was meant for fame. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you guys like reading. Meant for fame and fortune. My lot was to be great hero of the Fighters Guild. And you're a concubine. Those are two exactly opposite things. Rose in the ranks like no other. My skill of weaponry was unparalleled. Why? I could switch from short blade to longbow in less than 2 seconds flat. You know, that's actually impressive. It takes me... Oh man, to switch from short blade to blunt, it takes me like a whole half minute, like 30 seconds. It's awful. I once led a charge to a band to find a pack of imps. Mage's Guild had summoned by mistake. They do that a lot. We went right into the ruins of old Turnip's shack, and I came face to face with one of the little cretins myself. You know, you do that in the Fighters Guild. I wouldn't expect it. Took out the iron flail, short blade, thrashed at him as he never been before. Suffered a fireball to the face, but what is that when you're filled with adrenaline, courage, and the fury of battle? I ended up losing my fists to finish the job. Well, mended the wounds of my companions and faced the werewolf with the aid of our priest. I took blows and felt them heal as I fought. Teamwork, I tell you. Never go into these blasted caves alone. Never would. Not in all my years of adventure. Soon she was exhausted, and I left her to rest while searching for our quarry. Wandered those halls hoping to find someone worth my time. She's giving us her life story, the whole thing, right now. Wandered those halls hoping to find someone worth my time, but no, it was not to be. I spent 4 days in a miserable abyss. Never once did I see another human being. Creatures of the worst kind haunted me at all hours, and I slew them all. Alright. After what felt like years of fruitless searching, I found an entrance once more and left empty-handed. But I looked at my reflection in a pool of water as I passed by and saw awful colored marks all about my skin. Took off my gloves and found the same all throughout. Some disease was consuming me. And worst of all, I had no money to pay the temple with. Yeah. You know, in most games, you don't have to pay the temple to get blessed and have your diseases removed. It's given to you. But in Morrowind, which was the game that comes after this one, they do require you to pay to remove and give blessings. So it's only very recently that the games actually started allowing you to get it for free because it was such a pain. But this provides story, and I love it. So some disease was consuming me, and worst of all, I had no money to pay the temple with, as you do. My lot was let this agonizing affliction consume me for days while I traveled. When I finally returned home, the guild was unimpressed with my paltry efforts. I felt ashamed. Yeah, you probably had like bone break fever or something, or one of those random named, you know, very fantasy style named diseases. Like one's bone break fever. There's another one that's like something rot, like brain rot or something. So they're very, very aptly named. I felt ashamed. I went to the tavern and cried for days. You had money for the tavern, but you didn't have money for the priests. Okay. How could I have failed? It was such a simple task. As a journeyman in the Fighters Guild, you were making a fair amount of money. 500 gold plus, you know, on every single mission. But if you look at the prices of houses in this game, I understand completely. I could have done 3 of them in a row without resting. 3 quests in a row without resting. You know, that is also very impressive. This girl had it going. What was happening to me? Was it the sickness, my age, or something else? I had to spend weeks begging for fellow guild members before I accumulated money enough to buy a cure. And so I was lost my nerve. So many days of terrible pain. Just didn't want to live that life anymore. I haven't thought about going back. Though every once in a while I imagine what it would be like to go delve into a lost cave and bring out some of its goodies. Do you know what the margins here are? By the first worm, you believe in those gods. Okay. You're not of the 9 divines at all. You'd have to spend years just to make a comfortable life with this. Thank Arcade, you're not in my position. You believe in the 9 divines too? Okay. These people confuse me. Because it's not the 9 divines. You know, I don't believe Talos actually exists yet. Talos being the member in question of the Skyrim Civil War. You know, the one side is like, hey, we gotta get rid of, you know, Talos worship. He's one of the 9 divines. And we gotta make him the 8 divines. Because otherwise, the High Elves, which have like this almost manifest destiny kind of feel to them, are encroaching on our lands, and we don't really have much of a choice. And their one stipulation to stop war is we can't worship the dude that killed all of them back in the past. Makes sense. And then you've got the other side, which is like, oh, you children, we just want to worship Talos, he's cool. And we're following this dude who killed a king. Also, we're racist. So, there's that. So you got the guys who are like, hey, we need to just stop a war for a couple years so we can build up our strength. And the other guys who are on the other side of the Civil War are like, no more elves! No more elves! Racism! And rightly so, they're called the Stormcloaks. So, I mean, there's that. It's terrible. Makes for an interesting story, but they could have done so much better. But this girl here is... she's talking about the first worm, which I guess you could say that would be... what's the god's name? Oh... They've got names. They've got names. I know the names. I just can't think of it right now. But it is one of the 9 divines. So I guess I'm not completely incorrect. But nobody calls him that. It's not Payright. Payright is the one that, he's like a dragon-ish looking wormy god that takes all of the affliction and suffering, and like that's the god of that. That's the divine that deals with those kinds of things. Or not divine. He's a Daedric prince. The first worm, I'm assuming, is Akatosh. Yes. Akatosh would be the first worm, and then Alduin being the second. Alduin is the dragon boy that you fight as the main bad guy in Skyrim. Akatosh is also the one that is then called on by, what's his name? Martin in Oblivion, the 4th Elder Scrolls game, to defeat Mehrunes Dagon, which is the essentially the god of war. He like invades the world, and everyone's, you know, sad about it, and he opens up portals and releases demons everywhere. And so he calls on Akatosh, assuming he is the first worm, to defeat him and drive him back into the Plains of Oblivion, which is the sake of the name of the game. Sorry for spoilers there, but you know, the game's been out for 20 years now. Sorry, not sorry. But yes, the first worm, and then the second would be Alduin, the World Eater. And I love the lore and the theories on Alduin and the Dragonborn, which are the 2 major characters. You got your antagonist, which is Alduin, and your protagonist, which is the Dragonborn. But if you look at the theories that switch those 2 roles, and the Dragonborn being the antagonist, and Alduin, the World Eater, Dragon Boy, the protagonist, it really makes you think. And if you haven't played Skyrim, then you're probably a little confused. And I'll give you a story time once we finish this lovely lady's dialogue. I'm doomed to this place forever, so I'll never be free, ever. Looks like it could go on for a while. Do you try to say something encouraging? Do we try to say something encouraging? Oh, yeah, I think we do. Tsujicha listens to you. I do not know how to pronounce that name. I did my best. T-Usha. T-Usha? Taja. Cool, but appears preoccupied. The conversation dithers on, while her confidence shakes. Your discussion ends awkwardly with no real progress. Ah, we screwed up. I despise your kind, just go away. I'm an elf! Of course you would hate me, I'm sorry. Never had a chance. We shouldn't have said anything encouraging. We should have just let her toil and boil away, and not even tried to make her feel better. You know what? A lot of people just don't want help. Or they do, but, you know, they hate asking for it, and so there's that. Hello, knight. Can I go through this door? And if I die to a knight that's angry that I walked through the wrong door... Hey, it's a dude. Cathern. Me help you? You're so friendly. Berfka. I said that wrong. But that's your name now. Nobody likes me. Did my personality, like, just get smashed? Please tell me it's not. No. Personality is still at 30. Still awful. We still have that awful, awful looking smile on our face. This door? And if we die, we can just go back and, like, not give words of encouragement. Sir Kerr! Who put you in this room? I'm sorry. Must not be the most popular dude. Kevya. I'm sorry I bothered you playing your flute. Turnip. Hey, you're the guy guarding the armory. Okay. Okay, well let's go into this room. Battle mage? Please don't kill me. This door is the one they wanted. Tizzy. With my head in a tizzy. That is a very old phrase. I don't even know the years that you would have said tizzy. Ooh, this must be it, right? Lever. A tizzy is kind of like you feel like you're under a spell or you're kind of dizzy. I mean, I guess that's kind of where dizzy comes from. But yes, this is the room. Please don't kill me. Why do you have naked people standing around? I mean, he's very beautiful. Mild. I wouldn't call him mild ever. Alright, Queen Akarithi. You know, you do look like a princess of, like, or a queen, I guess, not a princess. I'm sorry. Let me kneel. Do you give the treasonous letter to Queen... Yeah, sure. Yes, what's the letter? Dear RK, Lord Kavar is plotting against me. Guards, search the castle for him and bring him to me at once. The guards run from the room. A few minutes later, one returns. With a salute, he reports that he's nowhere to be found. He must have been alerted that this treason was about to be uncovered. Most likely he retired to the privateer's hold he refers to in his letter. Under the circumstances, I prefer to avoid a direct attack. You are familiar with the area, yes? Would you perform more service for me and bring the traitor to justice? We're gonna go kill Lord Kavar. You alerted me to a grave threat to the realm. Please accept my sincere thanks, and here's 400 gold. Hey. You know, we're so close. 300 gold away from being able to purchase a horse. I think we can purchase one by the end of the episode. I'll wait 30 days before asserting his fortress. I hereby proclaim his outlaw. Capture him if you can, but kill him if you must. I'll probably kill him. Bye! Oh, was there anything? Oh my god! Why am I being attacked? Did I do something wrong? Let's go back to the previous load. We're not supposed to be attacked by the people. They're not supposed to fight us. Naked lady, I want to talk to you and make you feel good. Completion. Reputation. You get no response. You get no response. Please tell me your life story. I want to hear it again. I want to be nice. Oh well. Sad day. I'm not allowed to rest here. Are you gonna fight me? Because if you are, you see a knight. I know I do. Okay. Alright, a board guard told us to go this way. And then this way. And then this way. And through here. Oh. Sorry, Tizzy. In the back of the room. Yes. And then up the lever. Here we go. This is a elevator. Now, why were you guys fighting me earlier? Hello, Mild. Prince Grecklith. Fancy name. Here's 475 gold. Thanks. Nightmare stalking the streets of Sentinels. They're calling him the Sentinel Slayer. And so far, no one can tell me if he's a man or beast. He's examining the body, he's getting disturbing letters, and frankly fears for his life. Will you help me, Turnip? Yeah. People of Sentinel are becoming anxious about the lack of progress. Oh, 3 days or less. Hopefully we can do it. He works out of the Weeksley residence. The Sentinel Slayer has a knife. I won't sprint. Please don't come after me again. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they were like, he must die. I didn't do anything. I mean, I sprinted away from the queen. I didn't sprint at her. I don't know. Maybe I pressed a button or something, or I walked away before attempting to talk to her again. And then immediately all of the guards were like, you must die. I see that mage. Yeah, okay, that's good. They're not trying to kill me. Finally. Save game. So if we accidentally screw up, we can come back. I apologize. But here we go again. Yoink. Ouch. Okay. So we need to go to the Wigsley residence, and I have no idea where that is, so we're gonna go Clerky. Please tell me exactly where I want to know, what I want to know. Wigsley residence. Kiss off. I'm not happy with you people. Okay, so Sentinel. There we go, thanks. You told me exactly where I wanted to know. Gilkey. Whenever I turn into a werewolf, I won't kill you. Oh, so you can see the difference here. Whenever he turns to the side and walks away. Yeah. A little less quality versus whenever he's facing us. Yeah. Some of my mods are not working correctly, but that's okay. Ooh, it's just about face. That way. I wish I had a horse. I'm so close to buying one. Go for a brief swim. Yeah, these rocks have more pixels than the entire skybox. And it makes me feel sad. Because I had it working at one point. It was working actually fairly well. Thief just died. Oh, right. Those thieves were actually still doing thief things. They were still trying to kill me. I actually do want to... House for sale. Okay, well. I don't plan on buying a house, sadly. It's one of these random looking duplex nonsenses. I'm too far away. Well, let me tell you. The Wixler residence should be this one right here. It's this one. Close enough. Come on in. Sup? You're not who I need to talk to, though. Boxes? Hello, other friend. Oh, and they're left. They're gone. Well, I didn't get to them quick enough. Sad day. Got a skeleton behind you. Sup? Fergie. Ah, Turnip, my dear high elf. I'm very glad you arrived. You have doubtless been told that you become a bit of a hermit ever since I began receiving those letters threatening my life if I was to abandon my investigations. Well, now I have an old colleague in town with whose assistance I may be able to solve those murders. I'd like you to bring these notes to Fioti, a hooded woman you'll find out of the Rat and Cat. Okay, thanks. So don't get yourself killed out there. What? If anything should happen to me, I want someone to be able to continue the investigations. That'll be you and Fioti. Okay, cool. Bye. My name's Turnip. You're trusting a, like, international security issue with someone named Turnip. So, where's the Rat and Cat? Gotta love the names of the, yeah, you told me where it is, thanks. Oh my god, it's all the way over there. I need a tavern first. I just want to rest until... Yeah, we have time. I just want to rest until fully healed. That's all I want. I believe this building over here in the red is a tavern. Yes, the mead. Thanks. You? Yes, one day. Thanks. Bye. Okay, 8. And now it is midday. Stealth skill. Oh, no. I just rested. Go away. Who are you? You know what? Go away. This wonderful music is being ruined by you. Stupid archer. I don't want your arrows. I want my silver flail. I can't carry my own silver flail because I picked up what? I didn't pick up anything. Give me my silver flail back. 54.98. Why am I so overweight? Alright, we'll try that again. 54.98. Then why am I allowed to move? Skeleton. I have a skeleton in my inventory. The body of the skeleton is in my inventory. No. Oh, I dropped. Oh, I can't carry any more stuff. Oh, the skeleton weighs too much. Oh. That is... gotta get rid of the skeleton. I've gotta get... There are enemies nearby. Why? Okay. Apparently, I'm not allowed to sleep. How do I get out of here? No. No! I'm not allowed to sleep. Bye. And rest. There are enemies nearby. Rest. I'm not allowed. Okay, cool. Goodbye then. Jeez. Okay. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, this was where I was supposed to go, actually. The rat and Jug. That was the rat and the cat. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? The rat and cat. Not the rat and Jug. This is the wrong place. Oh, I went to the wrong... Well, no, I didn't go to the wrong one. I went to one that was nearby. The one I need to go to is up here. Well, I'm already half dead, so... That's pleasant. South Rose. That's all the health I get. That's all I'm allowed. I just want to get rid of this stupid skeleton. It's too heavy. It's actually, we're over encumbered. Quite a ridiculous amount. We shouldn't even be able to move, but, you know. Quest items. As they do. Well. In a game where the statues have eyebrows and the people do not, we press on. Is anyone else having a wonderful drink? This, I love how whenever you you move around, the statues follow you. Terrifying. Is anyone else having any wonderful drinks this nice weekend? Because if that is the case, I'd love to hear what you guys are having. Because I just started on the summer ale with citrus wheat. Or citrus flavored wheat in it. Part of the Port Trucker series of the Samuel Adams. It is quite good. The cat and rat, the rat and cat, cat and rat, not the rat and jug. Sup, broski? Oh, I will purchase a room here for one day. I know, I already purchased a room at the other side of town, but I just need to rest. Sup. So for all the days Riggy spent with those fly-blown cadavers, all she's come up with is this. Okay, with this as a start, Riggy won't get any intimidation. Intimation? That doesn't sound like a word, I'm sorry. Of the Slayer's identity for weeks, yet. Listen, if you want to help Prince Greclith, take this flower over to Crichtha and the Knights of Iron. Her brother was Dave Fleer, one of the Slayer's victims. This may seem like a trivial sentimentality, but it will bring you closer to finding the Sentinel Slayer than any of your scientific catalysts. Trust me. Thanks, woman in blue. Don't die. I know that there are people out here who want me dead. Ooh, that's a vampire. Oh, that's a vampire. Ooh, that's a vampire. Oh, that's a vampire. I can't fight vampires. I'll die. I don't even have full health. I can't even fight a thief without dying. I think I could fight a vampire? I mean, I can give it a shot. We've got the weaponry to fight it. It's just, we do not have... Oh! Hey! Super Mega Lass. Welcome to the party. Where's that vampire at that we just walked right past and then screamed and ran like little girls? Because today, I'm a little girl. Well, it is gone. At least it appears to be so. Feoti is not dead. In D&D at the moment, so have to vanish at random times. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. Alright, where does it want me to go? I need to talk to people that are not outside yet. Well, I can go back in the tavern, and I can chill out here. I am so happy that people are enjoying me doing nonsense and forgetting what buttons I'm pressing. It's totally cool. Hopefully there's no vampires. There's vampire. Alright, Feoti. We're fighting a vampire. That's not a vampire. Not a vampire. We're winning so far. Haven't been hit yet, but we've... Oh, well. Feoti, I will save you. Don't Oh, I will not save you. You're on your own. Bye. That's too many. I was like, one, I can try. I can try with one. Oh, but there's people not here outside yet. Well, maybe it's reset. Haha, abuse the system. Thanks. Wait until daytime. Dodging skills improved, I bet. Can you please, for the love of Talos, take this skeleton off of me. I don't want it. It's 7 a.m. People should be outside. Or at least I hope so. Ooh, pretty music. Oh, pretty music. I love it. I do. I really do. So, if Super Megalast, if you're still here, are you having anything to drink today? Following the stream anyways. Oh, what did they want? It was like a temple? Knights of Iron, yep. Tell me where it is, please. You don't like me. Furtha? Not taverns. Nope, nope, not taverns. Oh, not taverns. I want local temples. That's fine. Thank you. You told me exactly what I need to know. Oh, it's right there. That's beautiful. Fantastic. I hate walking, 5 miles to get to something in the same town. Oh. From there to here. Okay, am I supposed to speak to anyone in particular here? We're Krithia. Flavored sweet and sparkling water with cherry lemonade. That's pretty good. Krithia. Gotta find Krithia. Well, if you didn't hear earlier, I'm having some wonderful Samuel Adams. Hello, Lady in Green. That's what you look like. Samuel Adams, the Port Rocker series. It's like a summer variety pack or something. And at first I was drinking the Lemon Radler, and now it's the Summer Ale with citrus wheat. It's pretty good if you enjoy like IPAs and stuff. But yeah, I'm only 2 drinks in, and I've already, or at least whenever I first started, I was walking past the building I needed to go into several times over. You must be my brother's friend, Griffin. Yes, I do appreciate the comforting note you sent after his death. He didn't have very many friends, and to tell the truth, he never mentioned your name, but I certainly thank you for the lovely flowers and the invitation to visit you at the Buckingford residence. I don't want to go there. I've always admired that place, so I would like to see inside of it. What, you're not Griffin? Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I haven't been myself since my brother, well, died. No, you don't. Think I have information for that might help you find the murdering devil. You know I would help you if I could, but you'll find the friend that killed my brother, won't you? I hope so. That's nothing. You're giving me nothing to go off of. Come on now. The Buckingford residence. You're sending me to a trap. Hope you're happy with yourself. Okay. Let's go to a trap. So you're having like a lovely little mixed drink. I do enjoy sparkling water. And that is a sin against humanity. But while I was, overseas, houses, please give me a house. While I was overseas, I actually, the most of the water that you would find there was sparkling. They just didn't have like regular water very often. It was like you had to go back to everyone hates elves. You had to go back to like your tent. Of course, military and all that. But you had to go back to your tent to get regular water, like little bottles. You would never drink tap water. It was just too dangerous to drink tap water because it'd get you like sick. Thank you for telling me exactly where it is. Okay, where is it? Oh my, it's all the way over there. You're so mean. Okay. But yeah, no, you wouldn't drink tap water. You would just have bottled water. You would shave with bottled water. You'd shower with bottled water. Everything you could possibly think of that you would do with water nowadays, or that has water involved, you would use bottled water for that. And it was quite the experience. But if you ever went out on the town, you would have sparkling water just dropped on the table as you do. Whenever you go to like a fancy like millennial restaurant that has what's it called? Like mason jars instead of cups. They'll drop water on the table before you even order. And that was just kind of the thing they did, was sparkling water. Another thing was if you walked into like a shop, it was really, really common. You know, any shop, like, for example, if you walked into like a JCPenney's today, there'd be someone standing at the door waiting to greet you, and that person would have like a slew of little like glass bottles of apple juice to give to you, and it would be, you know, in like a mini fridge next to them, and that was just like a way to keep retention on anyone that came through the door. You know, you'd go back to that place because they gave you apple juice the minute you walked through the door, and it was good apple juice too. I mean, it wasn't like cheapo put into a mason jar, you know, $1 a gallon jug. There were these really nice little glass bottles. Oh, I'll fix that real quick. Sorry. Turn the volume down. There we go. How's that? Is it a little better? I hope it's better. Kira Diamondine. I really hope I pronounced that right. All right. Volume better, and I got a good guess. Ah. Oh, it's right here. I passed it. Buckingford Residence. Fantastic. I'm proud of myself. It's not every day you get a what'd you call it? A gamer tag or whatnot correct on your first try. Oh, that's, yep. That's a vampire. Oh, no thank you. Do I want to wear the magic loincloth even though I've never... Sure. I have no idea what it does. But it's on now. Wearing a magical loincloth. No idea what it does. I don't think anyone's often gotten both names right at once. Well, if you don't mind me asking, are you drinking anything with the stream today? I'm gonna do a save because I imagine I'm gonna die here. I can't even spell my own name. Turnip. The terrified. Fantastic. Let's attempt to select a spell. Here we go. Whoops. Alright, we got her. A few times. Please, 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 hit the vampire with the ebony dagger. Oh my gosh! We're gonna die if she hits us again. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please. Oh. What am I drinking? Well, I am... Oh, yeah, you're planning on streaming this game? It is a... well, you just saw. This is an entry-level quest. I'm drinking one of the variety pack ales from the Samuel Adams Porch Rocker pack. It's like a summer Memorial Day thingy. And I'm hoping... Oh, you were quick. Oh, you were quick this time. Yes, minor shock. Went through the door. Please die, please die. I don't have spell points. If she hits me once, I'm dead. Oh, I got lucky. I'm not hitting her, I'm not hitting her. This is terrifying. Please don't hit me. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, that's not good. Is it tasty? Well, if you like IPAs, it's very flavorful. So, I enjoy it quite a bit. Previously to this bottle, I had the Lemon Rattler from that same pack, and it was pretty good. Okay, prep a spell before we go in. There we go. And then we'll get this ready. It's open. Yeah, I bet it is. This is a trap. Obviously. Okay, I don't have any healing spells. Except for, like, Salve, which gives me, like, 2 points of health. Oh, man, I'm just not getting any hits. And my voice, not voice, my swing of my dagger is quite slow. It is just awfully slow. And this is like a quest that was given to us by a noble. So if we fail this quest, then we lose like standing with the nobles, and that would be really, really bad because 90% of the game has you talking to nobles, and if they're not in favor with us, they just won't tell us what we want to know. And oh, I just need to get. Maybe if I use a different spell. Yeah, we'll use Arcane Arrow this time. All right, Arcane Arrow. Please come through that door. Do it. There you go. Oh, she got us down before we even had a chance. Snooty nobles. Yeah, and I think that we took like a debuff in nobles so that we could get a buff to speaking to peasants, because those are the ones who typically give us information. So if I look, oh, it's not going to tell me. Oh well. But oh, maybe that did. History. Yeah, we're playing a very, what do you call it? Like meta-gamey person. Oh, and this is like our backstory, so if you ever wanted to know, they gave us a backstory. Oh, we're getting skill bonuses and all this stuff. Fantastic. Or at least I think that's how that works. Yeah. Skill bonuses and all that stuff whenever we rest. Problem is, though... Oh, affiliations. Yes. Fighter skill. Protector. Not what I wanted to know. Well... round 6? Alright, those spells are actually hitting. That's good. But now we have no magic, and if she hits us once, we're dead. But I've yet to get a swing off of this that hits her. This is bad. This is really bad. But yeah, no, we're swinging really, really, really slowly because our speed is absolutely garbage. Because I made this character thinking I'd be, you know, a magic user. But we don't have a way of replenishing magicka in fights yet because we don't have... I survived? How? I'm gonna push you in a corner and just swing. That didn't work. Oh my. Please. Round 7? Question mark? I would love, love, love to just get this. Die. Oh, that's not fair. I just want to get a swing off. I just want to get one swing to actually connect with you. And if I back away far enough, she can't actually hit. She can. Doesn't matter. Don't have a choice. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this quest, and I feel awful. Because we've been training, like, blunt weapon. But... training blunt weapon and then, you know, for whatever reason, I accidentally clicked drop, and I put the blunt weapon in a corpse, and now we have this disgusting skeleton on us that weighs a friggin' ton. I don't think I have a chance at slaying the vampire, because I don't have a way of getting magic back. And there's not... I mean, there is a tavern nearby. So... Sorry about that break. I was just taking a drink and trying not to make so much noise. But, I guess let's give it a go with magic and sleeping at the tavern, because we do have, like, 30 days for the other quest, I believe. Okay, so this one gives us 3 days. And we've, I believe, already spent, like, 1 day. Yeah, we have 2 days left, and we have 30 days for that one. So we can take some time. We'll just run in... Oh! Oh my. Are you the guards? Archer. That doesn't tell me. Fantastic. Alright, well, we're gonna have to really try here. Spell versus save spell made. Well, that's not very good. Let's just... Why were they attacking me? I didn't do anything illegal. Those obviously must have been... They had to have been guards. Save, save, save. She didn't make a spell once. Save once. Alright, please die. Slap the door with the knife. Run to the tavern really quick. The mouse and font. It's actually this way. It's just right there. Okay. I should have known the difference in color on the building. Yeah, if you're planning on streaming this game, it is quite difficult. It's a drag. I mean, and of course, you know, there's not like a difficulty slider. You drop to the ground completely exhausted. That's not fair. Okay, I need to find the guy in here that sells beds. Oh, please, give me a bed. Yes, 1 night. That'll be 5 gold pieces. You jerk. I'm gonna be attacked in my sleep. Yep. As it does happen. There are enemies nearby. Thank you for actually showing up to my room this time. Oh, there's more of you. Well, good job closing the door. Thank you for killing me. Die. Please. I can't afford to die here. Thanks. We're not doing so good. Not doing so good at all. Oh, man. Well... So, if I look at our log, currently, we have the powerful enemies of Victana Yomton chasing us because we gave a letter to the Queen of Sentinel about an issue. Sorry. About an issue with... Oh yeah, the unity with the mods, it's so pretty. And I mean, if I go to the tavern, you'll notice that a few of mods that I have are not working correctly. And the barkeep, every single time, is just, oh, I shouldn't sprint. Oh, my stamina. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, that's bad. My stamina just about put me on the ground. Yeah, no, the tavern guys in here are all the old original ones, and so you can count the pixels on their face. It's really bad. But then if you look at any other person, any other texture on a wall, on a character, even on like the lamps and the fire, it's beautiful. But for some reason, my tavern keep people are just not functioning, and it's just wild. And enemies nearby. I had 1 hour of sleep. Could I get more, please? Just 5 seconds to sleep. I'm sleeping in your room now. Ugh. How many enemies are nearby? I'd love to know. Sleeping in your room. There are enemies nearby. Oh, well, they're actually down here. Okay. I have full health and some magicka. You can't help me, can you? No. I wish you could. But yeah, it's extremely strange that for some reason I paid for a room. Why can't you guys keep out the thieves and burglars and bandits? It should be. Don't you have like a bouncer? This is a tavern, isn't it? Jeez, sometimes I wonder. And I don't even know where they are. They're not like. Thanks for the 1 hour of rest. Oh, bye. Oh. Downstairs we go. Your tin sucks. Please give me a door out of here. Oh, closet. How nice. How do I get out of here? Okay, I came this direction. Thank you. Fantastic. Well, yeah, I don't believe we're gonna be able to do the quest with because of the powerful enemies that are chasing us. I don't believe we're gonna be able to do the quest where we have to find the Slayer. And we have 2 days to do it, but I mean, the amount of damage I'm actually doing to that vampire is so little in comparison to the amount of damage that happens to me in one shot. I just don't think it's possible. And since this isn't like King Lysandris' ghost chasing me during the daytime, I don't think that this is something I need to worry about. Oh, hey! Kira Diamondine, thank you for following. But yeah, I don't think this is worthy of... Because it's not like a main quest issue, it's not like a bug, it's not worthy of the console, sadly. As much as I'd love to complete this quest, I don't think we can. But we need to go somewhere else. Where was it that the woman with 29 days, yes, 29 days, compliment of Turner Sentinel. Privateer's Hold. That's something I could possibly do. I remember being there. I do. It was over here? Come on. Can I remember it from memory? Nope. Alright. Haven't been there enough times. Ta-da! Privateer's Hold. 15 days. Well... Okay, if we camp out, it makes it 17 days. How does that work out? We're gonna go inns and recklessly... 8 days. Saw that drunk typing. Hey! I'm trying my best here. Oh, and hey, there's no thieves trying to kill me. It's so beautiful and it's like finally peace and quiet. Oh, and for those of you that don't know Daggerfall, you drop to the ground completely exhausted. Oh, that's not nice. I wanted to rest inside, but I forgot that I had no stamina. Wanted to rest inside, he says. Immediately met by bats, imps, rats. 7-foot rat. Rats along his back. When he calls your name, it all fades to rats. Die, imp of destiny. Gotten pretty good at that short blade. Stop sitting over there and casting magic. Get over here and fight me like an imp. Yeah, no, I can't even type my own name when it comes to Daggerfall drinking. And if you guys are interested, I do... Oh, potion of cure disease. Yes! I do, however, have a YouTube channel where I post like the edited versions of my streams up there. And I'm surprised every time they come back. Oh, why did I go fighting when I should have just sit in that room and rested? It's because I knew. Oh my god, skeletons terrify me. I believe we can take on a skeleton though. There are enemies nearby. Yeah, I figured as much. It's probably the skeleton too, just because that's my luck. It's so fully healed. Yes. That is... Hello, bear. It's just you? Cool. Bear in a cave. You know? Sure. We're here to fight a man who is evil. Subscribe on YouTube as well. Thank you. I do put a lot of effort into this, but it's not the effort that's the thing. I actually really enjoy all of this. It is quite fun. Especially the playing a game. I've never played Daggerfall before, so it's like walking into walls. Oh my god! Skeletons scare me. And if you hear them scream, you'll know why. Oh, wrong button. It's caps lock, and sometimes it doesn't even give me... Oh, please tell me that... Okay, we'll do a save. Terrified. Yes, I am. I have been able to defeat a skeleton back when I first did this, so I'm only hoping that I can defeat him here. As we've done some stuff, we've become stronger. We've done a lot of training with the Fighters Guild, so we should be able to take on a lovely skeleton right here. If you've never heard a skeleton scream in this game, they are nightmare fuel. Wow, there it is. Absolutely awful. And the skeletons in the, you know, it's like, it feels like Bethesda, like, as they go on, they make the skeletons less and less terrifying. 3 gold for my trouble. That's all I get. Well. But yeah, like, it feels like as they go on, the skeletons get easier to fight, and they're not near as scary. Because the skeletons in Oblivion, you know, they got some fear on them, but they're nothing like the skeletons here. And the skeletons in Morrowind are scarier as they are, you know, a bigger problem than the ones in Oblivion. You know, they get like 6 arms and they cast magic and they talk at you, which is kind of scary. But yeah, it feels like the skeletons, like as they go on, they just get less and less scary, less and less of a problem to deal with. Because in Skyrim, I mean, you just slap them with your fist and they fall to the ground. And they never carry anything more than like iron tools. Shoes? Nice. Thanks, dude. There's got to be like a secret door around here somewhere then. I must have missed it. Yeah, there's got to be. And the lovely intuitive map. Oh, how I dislike it. Some gold just fell. Oh, I do not like this map at all. Okay, so I need to somehow go down and around, and then... Oh, I don't want to do that. No. Whatever. That's how you rotate the pivot axis, is you just double click, and it allows you to rotate from a different spot, and it's very helpful. But I still hate this map. This map is still 1,000 times better than the original Daggerfall map. Yes, it is. Privateer's Hold has been severely trimmed, as it was. Than the original. Yeah, the original maps are extremely labyrinthian, and they're all randomly generated. So they're a nightmare in themselves. And then, of course, they're filled with skeletons and bears. So, yeah. Nightmares. So I just need to go back the way I came. I guess. Oh, there's another one. Of course there is. Hello. Why are you here? Please go away. That's not the right spell. I clicked on the right... Sorry. Clicked on the right spell. Do I want to sort spells? No, I want to use this one. Thank you for the 2 spells that I got to use, and he saved against both of them. so I have to battle him hand to hand, and it's all my fault. Ah, Big Mikey Ocho, are you drinking along with us today? And if so, what you having? Trouble functioning as intended. Streamlabs. Oh no, don't do that. That was by typing /mod Streamlabs. To work properly, I need to be modded. You know... Oh, I'm sorry, Big Mikey Ocho. It seems like you tried to send like a really, really long message, and Streamlabs didn't like it. I haven't fully modified it yet to the point where people can do that, but sorry. Are you drinking something with like a whole lot of stuff, like a full-on mixer? Or just like something simple out of a bottle? Or something non-alcoholic. It could totally be something non-alcoholic. You do not have to be drinking alcohol to be watching the stream. It's not something I require, and it's definitely not something that I need to encourage. Oh my god, you're saving against every single one of my spells. Please die. Sometimes thoughts just end up long. They do. They do. Oh man. Alright, well, first skeleton's dead. I know there's a second one around here. And I imagine it's too dark for you guys, so I will keep casting Candle. And then, of course, preparing a different spell. Alright. And instead of going backwards a million times in a row... Okay, if I just go down this path here, and then around the corner. Okay, I got their way now. There's the other skeleton screaming in the background. Please stop. You're scary enough. I don't need more skeletons screaming at me. You know, I was gonna cut this stream off at 2 hours, but I'm having a little bit too much fun, I think. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, don't do that. That's mean. That's not the right spell. You're a rogue? Why are you wearing plate? Rogues don't wear plate. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Steel Brigandine helmet. Oh, we have carry space now. Heck yes. I'm gonna wear that. Oh, there. You don't say. Oh, you can send it in multiple messages. I don't mind that. I'm sorry about that, though. Oh, man. It's just not letting you do what you want. But that's okay. There's a mod that gives NPC classes more appropriate gear. I'm gonna install that one. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, his dead body, like, sprite, that is a correct gear set for a rogue, because he's got the whole hood and everything, but the guy himself, when he was standing, it was just steel plate. There's also a mod that makes, like, it gives you the option to have smaller, more correct looking or feeling dungeons, and I did click on that, but I don't click the right buttons. I don't think that I've fully installed every mod correctly because of the just because of the tavern seeing the barkeeps seeing the barkeeps being incorrectly modeled. I just think that alone points to not all of my mods are working correctly, and I've just been too lazy to fix them. But I really should fix them. Alright. I don't think I have any more skeletons to deal with, and I surely hope not. Oh. Let me guess, a rogue? With a battle axe and full plate? You know what? I have magic. And I should kill you with that. I'm sorry, but shock spells against people in full plate that are also rogues just feels like it makes sense to me. Steel Claymore would be way too heavy. I will take those. We are extremely weak. Very, very small little elf man with a dagger and some magic. And hello to the last person that just came in. Welcome to the party. If you're drinking anything, let us know. If not, you know, you don't need to have anything in your hand. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. Just if you're drinking water, that could be it too. And I myself am having some lovely Samuel Adams wereboar's tusk. Cool. I'm gonna rest in the middle of this big room. I'm having some Samuel Adams party pack variety box thingy. It's pretty good. Okay, and we're looking for a dude in here that's just chilling. I thought I was gonna get a backstab. It's not one of our major features, I don't think. Just can't hit a bat. And we swing really, really, really slowly because we took a lot of points in magic, but you know, the more you train your speed, the more it's gonna get speedy. So that's what we're doing. And of course, we're avoiding all difficult tasks, like that include fighting vampires and zombies, and we're fighting thieves and bats and rats. Silver short sword. 2? Yeah, I'll carry it. I'll carry it. I could have swore there was like a door down here back when I first came around. I guess not. Oh well. We'll drop a good save because, hey, we're doing pretty good. Sup, rat? Training that short blade. Getting the rats. Feels pretty good. Sup, Mr. Bat? You're just a rat with wings. You know, there's nothing different about you two. You do make a different noise, but, I mean, that's kind of it. More bats. Oh, this is an imp. Different. Lovely. Lovely that you would give me that magic. Why are you not making imp noises? If you didn't hear, it was making, like, tiger noises. Very strange. Ah, that's good enough. Oh. No thanks. I want candle. And then I'll ready minor shock. Yes. That will be good enough for me. The candle's for you guys, because I don't have a problem seeing... And, you know, it helps in the end with... Oh, hello, rat. It helps in the end with getting, like, alteration skill and stuff. Oh, and you can tell that this is a false door because look at that texture lineup. It's garbage. So of course it's a false door. That's not the spell I wanted. Oh, he said something. He's a ranger. Lord Kavarn throws down his weapon, thinking he is surrendering. You pause in your attack, but instead he twists a ring on his finger, and he disappears in a haze of light. Faintly hear him shout, "Tell that she hasn't seen the last of me." Oh, he's a slippery one indeed. Well, I'll track him down eventually, never fear. Spentnel's justice will pursue him wherever he may hide. His associates have all been arrested or fled the realm, so his no longer presses a threat. Turnip the Hungry, please accept this enchanted... Oh, please don't give me that. That's heavy. Also, I don't have anyone with me. You're telling me he was hiding where I was whenever I first got here. Okay. I don't imagine that she gave us the enchanted... Yeah, no, we have to go back to get that. But, you know, casting Candle constantly just gives me like a bonus to like alteration or whatever it is. Mysticism, probably. I'm so out of the loop here. It doesn't tell me. Oh well. But yeah, it gives me that little bonus. And I'm sure that, you know, your messages, Big Mikey, are not like that they're not like super long. I just need to go in and fix it to where it lets people, you know, type out what they want. Oh, hello. So I'm sure you're not typing more than like a paragraph or anything. Oh, did my sword just break? Yeah, okay, well, good thing this is a short blade as well. It's not near as good as an ebony long, you know, dagger, but it's something. Alright, and as soon as we finish this quest, that will be like the mark at the end of the episode, because I think that'll be a good stopping point. But first we gotta turn the quest in. And for those of you who are new to Daggerfall, this is not a cliff that you have to climb. This is just, you know, something you can walk up. That's stairs. This is also stairs. It's just not near as steep. Oh, and I didn't save. I'm a dummy. But we should be able to fight this guy no problem. These guys are not a problem at all. And then whenever we travel back to Queen Rothiki, something like that, that's when we will finally be given the magic shirt. Oh, just die already. I'm tired of fighting you. That worked. Formal tunic. Basilisk guy. Chain. We can't carry it. Carry that, though. Sup, Mr. Bat? I'm gonna fight you, and you're gonna die. Go down, please. Please. There we go. Oh, another rogue in full plate. Run away. I don't have any magic. An imp, and I don't have... I'm gonna touch this. We've already been here. Ooh, don't climb. Steel. Steel battle axe. Nope. Get out of my way. Ooh, I absorbed your magic. Your mistake. Body has no treasure? Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, he's a rogue. Nothing fancy. Rogue in full plate. I've seen all of you before. We're actually going to rest until fully healed because... Oh, well, not fully healed, but close enough. We just need to get out of here. Skeleton. No thanks. I'm good. Sucker. Super mega laughs. Please refrain from sending long messages. I'm sorry. Okay, so how long was that message that you were trying to send? I hope... I wanted to see it. I really do. But for some reason Streamlabs is moderating pretty hard right now, and I've not given a chance to update it. It's still in scrollback? Okay. Oh, I see. I beat this not long ago, but Unity... We will actually... I'm going to read all those out really quick while I travel back to... Daggerfall, was it? Please tell me it was Daggerfall. I'm going to figure out where it is first, and then I will read all those messages, because I want to know. Dun dun dun. It's not going to tell me. That is absolutely awful. Oh, man. It was Sentinel. It was Sentinel. Yeah, it was Sentinel for sure. Okay, let's travel to Sentinel then. Yes, take me there. Travel time. No, I do not want a player-controlled journey. I hope it didn't time out. I mean, I'm sure it will, but... By ship? Yeah, I should have chosen that. If it timed out, that would have been really sad, because when I killed the guy, a stocky knight stops before you and salutes. A letter for you from Queen Akarithy herself. It was Sentinel, yeah. Okay, she gave us a letter. That's something. That your noble service to Sentinel has been undone. He still has a few friends, it sees. He escaped from the dungeon only days before he was to be hanged. Most grateful if you'd... I'm putting this matter to rest once and for all. Please come and see me within 30 days. Thank you. I will. Oh, those guys are still here. And there's quite a few of them, so we're going to ignore that. And while I'm running to the place, I'm going to start reading some of those chants. Dun, dun, dun. Once I figure out where I'm running to. Okay, yeah, just straight ahead. Hope you're having a blast. May your days be full of light and love, laughter and life, and your food delicious and nutritious. May your slumber be restful, your wakefulness timely. Your dreams sweet, and your workday both bearable and profitable, and may your days off be both productive and restful. Wishing y'all well. Well, thank you. This is today my day off, and it is absolutely fantastic, especially with you guys here. Do a thing where I scroll for a second. There we go. I was saying I beat this not long ago, but not in Unity, as it won't let you transfer story progress, and Unity released halfway through your playthrough. Oh man, you beat this in the original like DOS box. That is that is actually an achievement in itself. You deserve like an award for that. I can't believe that you went through it. I mean, I know people did, because obviously the game was released on DOS box, but oh man. And you said it was earlier this year that you beat it in DOSBox? Did you have like a game that you had started a long time ago? I know we've walked past the entrance like 4 times already, but drinking with Daggerfall, folks. I just can't. Okay, and then there we go. Streamlabs doesn't actually have mod roll on this channel. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I did quite a bit of work to... Please tell me it's this door. Yes. And then a guard's gonna be like, it's back there. Yep. Thanks, Mr. Guard. Bothered to play this mid-2000s? You know, mid-2000s, that wouldn't have been, like, too terrible, but I'm sad I didn't try and beat it, like, earlier, because, you know, my first game being Oblivion, I should have, like, went back and played the previous games before Skyrim was released, but when Skyrim was released, it just kind of took over everything. Please don't attack me when I try to leave. In fact, I'm going to save before I do anything, because the last time... Oh, and this guy's name's Mild. Sir, I wouldn't call you anything less than mild. Please give me stuff. Do not let him escape again. You have 276 days. Oh, thank you for that amount of time. Oh, man. The Court of Wayrest. Support for his pathetic claim to my throne. You know what? Sure. Didn't need DOSBox then. Well... It wasn't a continual playthrough. Yeah, that's the way this one feels. I come back to it whenever I'm really feeling it. I only have 2 previous playthroughs on this so far, and in actuality, while I was trying to... Hello, child with bucket. I was trying to figure out like what to do, and I was being attacked by Lysandus's Shade Army in the daytime. The city of Wayrest is in the province of Wayrest. You've got it. But it wants me to, like... That's the wrong one. It wants me to, like, fight him? Wayrest. It's... there. Actually, I should really make sure that it is the city of Wayrest. The royal castle there, yeah. Is in Wayrest stirring up trouble. Yeah, no, she would say, like, if it was a different piece in Wayrest, but... I can type for once. Yeah, take me to Wayrest. To... Use ship travel. I will, for sure. Recklessly? Ooh, yeah, no. Well, it's cheaper. And I don't really need the magic or stamina or health this time, I don't think. And it's not Daggerfall. And I do have 276 days. But it's cheaper, and I'm trying to still buy a horse. Oh! Well, I'm still also being chased by the previous quest people, which is not so great. I'm just not powerful enough to fight them, and that's the problem. How far into the main quest without a horse? Not very far at all, I don't think, actually. If I look at my logbook, all I've done so far for the main quest, of course, I don't know if this part that I'm doing this quest here. A Little Heck in Burglary? I did try. I tried to do a thief thing once while I was on like a Fighter's Guild quest. And I was immediately caught. I didn't even have a chance. There wasn't a chance. Like, I grabbed out of a box, and it was like, you're gonna be stealing. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, I'm crouched. You know, I'm in stealth mode. Nobody can see me. There's nobody in the house. Right away, a guard runs right through the door. Is like, you've committed crimes. Like, no, it was awful. It's like, this isn't fair at all. But so that's why I haven't done any thievering. Residence? I'm looking for a tavern. I was gonna say, I love the sound of a plane flying overhead as my music. Get in after hours and take it off the shelves without thieving check. Can I even, like, pick a lock? I mean, I'd have to beat the lock down, which would be really loud, and I'm sure someone would notice. There he is. Yeah, some of my barkeeps actually have good character models, but some are not so good. So I'm wondering, like, if I was to sneak right now and then try and steal from this wardrobe, I'd immediately be caught. At least that's my worry. And I don't want to, like, save scum too hard, even though I know that this game requires that you do, like, quite a bit of metagaming just to get around. But man, I feel bad metagaming sometimes. Wardrobe is a private property container. Store shelves are not private property? Wait. That's... So, I've been taught quite a few things today. Since I've been playing this game. First guy taught me, like the first guy that showed up to the stream taught me about interaction mode. And now I can like click on stuff and know like what a building is before I even touch it. I didn't code the game, I just know the rules. And now you do. And so do I. Yeah, but no, he taught me about that, and now you've taught me that store shelves are not private property. I'm learning as I go. This is the first time I've ever played Daggerfall, and of course I chose to drink during this, because the game is frustrating, and I really just want to be in a good mood. Sup, Queen Baron's Eye? You're not who I want to talk to. It's... oh, it's you. Do I talk to you, or... I'm gonna try to talk to her first. Nope, she doesn't care. Sup, broski? This is a potentially awkward situation, not the worst. I'm in possession of a certain item that's not... You're not the person I'm trying to talk to. Will you hand something or what? No. Ed Westier Buckinghouse. That's a quest offer. Well, yeah. What was his name? Lord Kavar, yes. And they said he was here. Trying to, like, claim that he was the king or something. Trying to track down that letter from the Emperor, yes. A few scandals. No. Oh, man. Storming the castle. I don't know where he's supposed to be. You're a vampire. I really should stop touching people that I'm not. Reload save! Yeah, I really should. Oh, back to Mr. Mild. Hello. Do not let him escape again. Okay, got it. And then we're going to a rest. That letter thing was a main quest. Yeah, I know. And that's why I was trying to, like, ignore it, because I'm not powerful enough to do that main quest yet. And, I just kind of clicked out of... Oop, we're going down. I thought we were going to go up. Yeah. I'm just... Oh, boy with bucket again. Because I did attempt... That's not right. I mean, it's properly meshed. But that is probably not supposed to be there. Okay. I know for certain that's not supposed to be there. Something's going on. That wasn't there when I first came in. I know for certain that that house is not supposed to be jutting through the castle. Oh, man. To Wayrest. Wayrest. Take me to Wayrest. Begin ship. Hello and welcome, all you newcomers. If you're drinking, please let us know. If you're not, that's fine. And if you are drinking, let us know what you're having. We'd love to know. This is Drinking with Daggerfall after all. Oh, my panic clicking. What it will get me. Who knows? Death, a lot of times. You know, first game I ever played was Oblivion, and that was entirely the fault of a Walmart employee. And if anyone cares to hear the story, I'll tell you. It's super small, like, short story, but, you know, I think it's interesting. Because I was not a gamer at all. Like, I didn't play games. I made, like, have run over to a friend's house and played, like, Sonic or something for a couple hours. But then it was, like, you know, right back to being an outside boy. And now... I know I need to go to the castle, which is just north. And now I play games all the time. It's almost like an addiction, but not like a... What do you call it? Not a detrimental one. It's actually fairly healthy. But no, my mom was looking for like the next Mario game or something, and I was like maybe 10. And this is, you know, over a decade ago, but we were going into Walmart at the game section, as you do. And as a kid, you know, back then there were these little like TV screens with controllers on them, and you could play screen games or demos at least while staring straight up at the sky, and it would just severely hurt your neck. But yeah, those were the days. And while I was sitting there playing, like, I think it was Destroy All Humans or something, while hurting my neck, staring straight up, a Walmart employee was telling me, you know, you should play this game. And my mom walked up and she's like, oh, well, what's this game you're talking about? And it was Oblivion. He handed it to her and he said, this game is so good, and you just have to get into it. It's like it's whole thing. It's a whole ordeal. You know, if you're gonna get a game, get this one. And so we did. And I just fell in love with the game immediately. Had no idea what I was doing. I was just a kid, so I just ran around and smacked things with a sword. You know, the funnest thing I could do was fight the guards in the Imperial City. And this was before, like, we had the internet, so we didn't know that duping was a thing, or that you could like overlevel your character or you could screw up your character. It was just fun to, go do things. But that was that, and that was how I got into gaming. And Oblivion was the only game I played. I was like super addicted to that game over any other game. And I refused to play other games that didn't allow you to have the freedom that Oblivion gave you. And that was how I got started. And so now I'm going back and playing all the games. But of course, I don't really have any nostalgia for these games. So I don't feel the need to play them original, no mods. I played Skyrim too much. And so now you gotta have mods to make it look pretty at least. Or to make it, what's it called? Quality of life. But for those of you still here, I want to thank you for making it this far at least. I actually don't know what to do for the rest of the main quest, and I've severely gone over my time limit of 2 hours that I usually tend to do. So I'm going to do a save here, and I'm going to let you guys all go. I hope you guys had fun. It was a heck of a lot of fun for me. And yeah, you guys, oh, sorry about that. Music was gone for a second. And you guys have a great day. Keep drinking, keep watching, whatever you want. I'll see you all later. You guys are free to go. Thank you for all the hints and tips and tricks. You guys have a great day. Bye.
Musical memory. That's where we start, huh? Okay. This is so cool. Although it's cool when we're alone, now imagine 600 kids in here.
broke my neck on a bouncy castle once. I tried to do a backflip and stopped halfway through.
The thing is, when you're a kid, your neck is